Hello and welcome to the Angels and Spirits show with myself, Ray Cownan, and my colleague who is often here every week.
Hi, I'm Graham. I live in Florida and it's not sunny at the moment.
No, so there's storms coming. So if Graham suddenly disappears on you, it's because the power's gone out. And as you can see, it's not just me and Graham today. We actually have a guest with us today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm just sharing this with my page as well.
Excellent.
My name is Jemma Rosenthal, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm also a creative coach. Yeah, and I do Reiki healing as well. So I've got my cards here with me today, which is the Self-Love and Creative Cards deck, which is part of Creative Hearts, which is my business. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to do the cards today with all of you. And yeah, thank you for inviting me on.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Today I'm going to be using the Archangel Animal cards. I thought we'd go for
Oh,
the
nice.
Archangel Animals today, and Graham obviously will be using
Yeah, I can't show mine. I'm
Spirit.
sorry, they're invisible.
Yeah, they're obviously. And Mel says hello,
I
and
know. Hi,
Eric
Eric.
says hi, guys. I'd love a reading. How you guys doing? Yep, your names are down on the list. Obviously, anyone who's watching, if you'd like a reading, please do say, hi, I'd like a reading, and we will do a reading for you. So, we might, as well as we've got Eric who's already asked for a reading, we might also get started. So, Graham, do you want to go first?
I always love doing Eric. I know I give him a hard time, but he knows what we're like. And thanks for coming back, Eric. And you know we're friends. Um, uh, sorry, my cat decided to say hello. Eric, you've had a lot of spirit around you of late. It's like uh, a special occasion of somebody passing. There's been a lot of sadness around the last couple of weeks, or around you for the next two. It's a month period, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. Oh, thank you, Eric. This is you've been trying to develop your ability to do your psychic work and your mediumship, but you don't actually speak what you feel when you're on your own with spirit, when you're doing your meditation, doing all the rest of it, and you start feeling things of spirit coming through, tapping your memories and reminding you of past loved ones and acquaintances. You have to speak from your heart or your mouth. You can't just think. That doesn't get you anywhere. You've got to start opening your mouth and listening to your heart and thank them for coming round. And whenever you get that memory, say thank you and remember the joy of the person living, not the fact they're physically gone. They've never gone emotionally and spiritually from your heart. That's why they're coming round. That's why they're reminding your memories, reactivating them and saying, hey, look, Eric, we're still here. And I'll tell you this now, in all sincerity, when I pass, I'm going to be knocking on your door saying, hey, Eric, can you remember? Because I want you to remember those loved ones in a positive manner by speaking to them. Because I taught the hind legs off mule, and now we're going to get a special treat. Gemma's going to finish this with her cards. Thanks,
She,
Eric. Welcome.
she is, and it's just the thought of Graham coming back to. Oh my God, it made my life hell.
I know there is a speak from your heart card in this deck. Now I don't know if it's going to come up. Okay. Eric, you have this card, Divine Timing. So this is one of my favorites in the deck. These are so on the back is bits that I've written for these cards, and then on the front is the lovely BT designs on the front. So this one is called Divine Timing. So on these cards, we've put little tips and prompts so that they're practical cards for you to go away and maybe do some of these things that are on the back so that you can see whether it might help you through your journey. You don't have to do all the things on these, they're just suggestions. So it says, draw a line on a piece of paper and create a timeline of key moments of your life. Start to recognize patterns and synchronicities and how everything has led to you being where you are today. Notice the day-to-day moments of things seemingly just working out as they're supposed to. Have gratitude for them. And then the affirmation is, I trust the timing of my life. Everything happens when and as it is supposed to, even if I can't always see it at the time.
I love that. That's so
Beautiful.
parallel, isn't it? So
Yes,
parallel.
yes.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric says thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Eric.
Thanks for dropping in.
I love it. I love that card. I love it.
Yeah,
That's really
nice.
good. So who we got next, Susie? Okay, so we've got Audrey, who quickly came but couldn't stop. So I'll go first with the cards. So what does Audrey need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Audrey need to know for her highest good? Okay, we'll go with that one, shall we? Okay, so Audrey, you have got snake. Live according to your divine essence. The elemental kingdom. We've not actually had this card ever come out before, which is really interesting. First time we've actually had this card. So Audrey, what this is actually saying to you is that, you know, you need to now start living your reason, your purpose for being here, and what you are supposed to be doing. It's no longer for you to sort of like be hiding away underneath the rocks. It's time for you to actually step out now and actually be who you're supposed to be. Share your experiences, share how you can help and be of service to the world and help others, and know that you are fully supported, not just by the spirits and the angels, but also by the elementals as well. So get out in nature more. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you. Can you put up a name up again?
No, I
it's
can't. It's
nothing.
not
Okay.
there.
And the name's
Audrey.
Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Thank you for popping in. You've been trying your hardest of late to get yourself fitter and cleansing yourself emotionally and physically. And it's wonderful, but don't forget to take time to have fun and stop working so hard. And as I said earlier to my friends, finish off education. Seems to be the theme today, because I was talking about, was it somebody else, Gemma, we were talking about?
Oh no, that was well, I said Audrey, but I mean Audrey is a spiritual healer and teacher. Yeah.
Because I'm getting that link together, and I just want to clarify, because Audrey, you have a lot of potential, because you know that you're cleansing yourself, you're getting yourself prepared to do something, but you've also got to finish your education. But it's your mindset. It's just changed for the better, and you're going to get a lot of people trying to pull you down. The new you is far more resilient, and the inner strength you have, especially for one or two true friends, not just acquaintances. And start writing down what you feel, because I feel this will show you as a journal how you've changed. But finish that education, because I'm being told that is paramount for your advancement. There's also about camera work. I don't understand it. I don't know whether you're taking pictures or pictures of you, but it's like developing your vision. That's what it is. It's clarity of vision, focus better. I've just got a lot of pictures running through me because I've been looking at pictures earlier. And they said, you are truly seeing more on the peripheral than directly in front of you. They're as important on the side as it is what's in front. In fact, half the time, what's in front of you is misleading. Think about it. And that's what you've put yourself on the side for so long. Now you're in the front. But don't forget, the peripheral will help your vision of inner self. Okay? That makes sense to you? Thank you.
So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so we have Mel Wellens next. So Gemma, do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay, Mel. I just want to say, Audrey just popped in because I just said, oh, we're just doing yours right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Mel. It was really hard for me not to jump in because I know her. So I was like, it's okay, I'll do people I don't know. That's all.
Yeah, we
Mel,
will have that problem.
it's wonderful to pull you a card, Mel. So I will tune into what do you need to know for your highest good today. What does Mel need to know? So nothing's popping out straight away. So let's. Okay, I have had two pop out. So I'll go with the top one. Forgiveness. Think of a person or situation you need to forgive. Acknowledge any feelings that arise. Consider the situation from all sides and perspectives. Is there another way to look at it? How can I see this differently? Invite compassion. Imagine you're offering a symbol of your forgiveness. This could be a lily, a candle, or anything you wish to this personal situation. Remember to include yourself. And the affirmation is, I forgive everyone and everything. I am at peace.
That's lovely.
Beautiful.
And to follow up to that is also forgiving yourself. Because a lot of people think they've got to do something for everybody else. And I totally endorse what Gemma's just said. But I'm going to add on to it a little bit because that's who I am. Mel, you have been such a stalwart of professionalism. You are pushing yourself all the time. And you always want to succeed, always want to do the best. But don't forget, you've got to have fun doing it. And I think this mirrors what I was literally before we came on the air. I said, I'm going to have fun. I always have fun. You've got to enjoy what you do to reap the benefit. And forgiving yourself allows you that wall disappearing, the barriers disappearing, because when you're limitless, you're free. And forgiving yourself makes you free. And I know that you've been coming in a while, and you know we always talk not in cryptic, but in the words that are important to you. And that's why I want to thank you for coming in and acknowledging, just by being here, that each time we do a reading for you, you keep on coming back, and we love you for it. But we love you as you truly are, not what you think you are. It's what you know you are. Okay? And thanks for coming in. Love you.
Beautiful. And who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so Graham, do you want to go first with Sweet Fairy-ish?
Oh, that is brilliant name. I just love that to pieces. Because I first found out I was a medium at 3.5, talking to fairies at the bottom of the garden. And I've related that story many times. So thank you for coming in, Sweet Fairy-ish. But also, you've got to be grounded. You are hyper, you're pushing in a good way, you're pushing yourself in a good way, but you've got to be living of this earth. You have to be grounded to enable your gifts to be flowing through you. I learned from the fairies when I was a child, don't look at us as magical beings. We're beings that are magical. The other way around. The people first. You're a person first. Your gift is second. Your life, your spirit is so full of energy. When you acknowledge it, it develops by use and speech and communication. So I love the title, Sweet Fairy-ish. You are a truly sweet person, and not even partly. You are totally a sweet person. but be sweet to yourself as well. And who's doing the reading this one? Jemma or?
Well, this card is the one that's come out
All right.
for Sweet Fairy Fish.
Yeah, right. Thanks for coming in.
You have got Cat. Be relaxed and independent. Archangel Raphael. Okay, so Sweet Fairy Fish, what this is saying for you is that it's time to actually start being a bit more independent, actually stepping out and enjoying what you do and not allowing others to stop that enjoyment that you do. Relax into what you're doing. Don't try and force it and be kind of like, oh, I really need to be doing this, but that person's telling me I shouldn't be. Just relax. Go, actually, I'm my own independent person. I can do this and I can do it with grace and ease. And that's what they're saying, be that independent person and move forward with grace and ease on your path, not the path that others around you may be putting pressure on you for. You just step out on your path and you do it your way for your highest good. So I hope that makes sense to you. And who do we have next, Susie? Okay, we have next Anna Aspero. Do you want to go first, Jemma?
Yeah. Okay, Anna. Let's see what card comes up for you. Okay, put pen to paper. Get a pen and a notebook. Describe what you see in your immediate surroundings. Think of a memory or imagine a scene. Write it in detail. What does it look like, sound like, smell like, taste like, feel like? Pick a card from this deck. Obviously, you won't be able to do that unless you purchase the deck, which you can through me. And then write out what the topic means to you. Imagine you're writing a letter from your guardian angel. I love this one. What would they say to you? And the affirmation is, I trust my intuitive writings and allow my pen to guide. So remember, the tips and prompts are just ideas, but basically you need to get a pen and a paper and start writing. That's the guidance.
Beautiful. Graham?
No, I'll let you do a reading on this one.
Okay.
Let's get up. No, let's just see.
Okay.
It's not that I don't want to, it's just I've been told.
Okay. So Anna, you have also got Turtle. Be joyful and trusting, Archangel Jules. And that'll be why Graham said, because obviously the storm's coming. So what this is saying for you, Anna, is that you need to start bringing more joy into your life, start having more fun in your life, and actually start allowing yourself to trust. You've not trusted enough in your life, so it's time that you start trusting again. When you start trusting, you're going to be more joyful and you're going to have much more happiness in your life, and life is going to flow. It's like this turtle. You're going to be swimming beautifully along with the light coming in. So yeah, start being a lot more joyful with yourself and trusting where you are going and what you are doing. So I hope that makes sense to you. So we have Graham, I think is going to come. We have Graham back.
I just wanted to say that Audrey has messaged me saying, please, thank you, gentlemen, meaning Graham, was spot on with the education, with finish your education.
Oh, thank you.
Which is a shock to me because I didn't know anything about that. So that's why my face was a bit like, I was a bit like, oh, well, I thought she'd done her education.
And by the way, I asked for Ray to do the reading before the power went off. After, and immediately after I said that and you started, the power went and then it's just come back on again. So
I know. That was
I
amazing.
followed my guts. This is what it's about. I do apologise.
That's why you knew to tell Ray to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it came in. So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so we have Paula Jones next. Do you want to go first, Graham?
Who are we doing?
Paula.
Paula Jones. Oh, we've had Paula before, haven't we? Yeah. Welcome back, Paula. I'm not going to invert myself. That is a joke, by the way, folks. We always say from Britain, they're down under. They're upside down. But in a way, that's leading me up to what the message is about. You actually have to start producing groups of people interested in spiritual work, whether it be tarot, crystal, whatever tools or gifts you have. Start getting the collective together. You can do it online, like Ray's in England, Gemma's somewhere. I don't even know where you are,
England.
Gemma.
Yeah, Sheffield.
Oh, another homie. The fact you can join people together, this is one of your gifts. You've got that inner gift that you started to explore, but just coming into the show shows that you are open to learning. We're all here are beginners. I don't know of any person that could call themselves a master of any.
Yep, so we'll wait for Graham to come back. As Teresa says, there's a bad storm over here in Florida. So whilst we're waiting for Graham to come back, Gemma, do you want to
Do a card.
do a card?
Um,
Oh,
sorry, remind me of the name.
oh,
It's
that's
gone off.
okay.
And
And Graham's back in a minute. Now he's back.
I haven't forgotten what I'm saying. And the fact that you do live in Australia and there's a lot of English people, and I know a lot of them have done spiritual work. So get this group together and start producing your methodology of spiritual connection. I won't say spiritualism because that's a belief system, but to work with spirit has to come from your heart and knowing yourself and being honest and truthful to yourself first. And your mother, now you don't have to be past for me to connect with their spirit. Let's get that clear. I'm saying your mother used to dabble in spiritual work. You need to talk to her or relatives of her to find the true story out because she was held back. You've been held back by circumstance. Now you're developing and you need to explore it more. And thank you for coming in. And you'll have to keep us informed of how the group is. Message us, the emails and all the rest of it. Gemma, Ray, myself, and Susie. Just contact us. We'll help where we can. Thank you. Next
And
one, please.
Gemma?
Okay, Paula. Let's see what your... Oh, it's the same one as we had last time. Seems to be a theme for people in this group. So put pen to paper. So, I mean, I've read out the list before, so I'll just give a little bit more insight in it just from my own, what I'm getting from this card. So basically, this is about, for you, it's about writing down whatever's on your heart. So there's another card in this deck called Speak from Your Heart, which we've not pulled out yet, but it keeps coming up because of what Graham said earlier about speak from your heart. And that's what I'm getting with this card, is that when you write down, when you put pen to paper, you get an opportunity to speak from your heart, because sometimes it's not that easy to do it when you're around other people. But when you're with a pen and paper, if you write something and you don't want anyone to see it, you can just rip it up. You know what I mean? So it's a safe space for you to be with yourself, be with your thoughts, write them down, see what comes out. And it's also a form of being able to do what we do in terms of finding out, being intuitive. So as you write down, it says, I trust my intuitive writings and allow my pen to guide. So you have intuition in you, you have that ability, but sometimes if you don't practice it, you won't be able to find it. But by practicing writing down, I know Graham writes a lot. He's been sending, I hope he doesn't mind sharing. He's been sending a lot of his poetry to me, and it's beautiful. So when you write things down, that increases your intuitive abilities. So that's the message for this. Put pen to paper.
And can I just
Beautiful.
add something there? You don't have to have a pen and paper. You've got computers.
Yeah.
And it's the same symbology, but also it allows you to reflect on how you feel truly. And when you put it into words, as Gemma was saying, it empowers you to understand yourself. And I do automatic writing. I don't know what I'm writing until the end, and I read it. I go, "Where did that come from?" And it's amazing, and you learn more about yourself. And that's what Gemma's on about. I love it. I love that card.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
think
card.
it's for everyone. That's why it keeps
Oh
coming
yeah.
up.
Yeah. We'll see how many more times it comes out.
I went for the
Um,
cat and the snake yet. I'll have to come back.
so who we got next, Susie? Okay, we've got Sharon next, so I'll go first. Hi, Sharon. So what does Sharon need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? Okay, so what have we got for you, Sharon? We have got Llama. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Archangel Shamuel. Okay, so we've got two llamas there. So what the angels are saying for you, Sharon, is that it's now time to actually set some clear boundaries between you and other people, or even between yourself and maybe the spirit world. But you need to actually start putting boundaries in place now. And you need to actually start enforcing them and making sure that they are there for the benefit not just of yourself but for other people as well. Um, because when you don't put those boundaries in, not only does it take up your energy and time, it takes up the energy time of the other people. So you're doing them a bit of a disservice by not actually putting those boundaries up. So what the angels are saying to you is it's time to start putting those boundaries up. No matter how much you might love somebody, you have to have those boundaries in place for you to move forward and for them to move forward. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you. Right. Can you hold that card up a minute? I want to point something out. If you notice, Sharon, the heart below the mouth of the llamas, but also notice the cup, the openness. That is what's been received, and you have to speak it out. Too close together, you can't talk. You need to stand aside, open, for the heart to be free. And I think that will suffice in the message, because Ray said it all. The card shows it all. Play this back and look at that card and truly let your heart tell you what you truly feel, because you're not trapped. The moment you feel like this, butting heads, be individuals, but together you can work it out. And leave that with love and blessing. Thanks for coming in.
Beautiful. So who have we got next, Susie? So we have got Teresa now for a reading.
No, she's barred.
So Gemma, do you want to go first with Teresa?
There's lightning over her as well. She's causing it.
Right, Teresa. Let's see what got in store for you. Oh, okay. You are the music. Ah, okay. So I don't know if you play music at all or if you like music, but this card is for you to start doing something musically, whether that's just listening to music, playing music. It says, listen to the sounds around you. Put on some music and imagine you're one with the rhythms and melodies. Let it move you however way you wish. Create a melody to express your current mood. If you play an instrument, express yourself. It doesn't matter how it comes out, just make sounds as they are. So make some sounds. It's saying you've got to go like, ah, wee, or whatever sounds come out.
Let
Laugh,
it go.
sing, let it go.
Yes! Graham, go on, you've got to do it.
Oh, no.
You are the music, it says. Sing, play. I am the music. I allow my melody to play and my natural rhythms to be heard. So this is something to do with maybe the throat chakra. Again, we've got a lot with the throat chakra, with the pen to paper, and now you are the music. This is about expressing yourself fully. Don't worry what your sounds like. Don't worry if you sound in tune or anything. Just sing. Sing and be free. You are the music. Or play an instrument. Love all kinds of music. I knew Let It Go was coming. Is that
Can't
related to?
can't think why that might just come out once or twice during a show. Just saying. And Graham's never yet sung it.
I
Oh,
can't sing, Gemma.
maybe the
No,
uh,
the whole point of music is the vibration, the connection of vibration to resonate within your heart and your auric energy, your auric field. And I know Teresa really well, and her energy vibrates at such a beautiful level. And I've got to say something nice about the girl. You know, this is really difficult for me, everybody, because I do know her very well. And her heart and nature reminds me of her father. They are beautiful people. Animals love her. You see the chicken? She has this resonance with them. She's an animal whisperer. And do not record this, Teresa. I'm being nice about you, okay? Because your music is in your actions and your words. Oh, God. I knew she was going to say. She henpecks me. That's the best way I can describe it. But I just want to say thank you for having people like you on this earth to help other people. You sing by your actions and the words that you use, even though some of them have to cover one ear. But this is the joy of you because you're always honest about it. And I give love and blessing to you and your family. Thanks for coming in, Trees. I call her Mrs. T sometimes.
So who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we've got NXM Explores. Um, we don't answer specific questions. NXM Explores, it is a general reading as to what you need to know for your highest good at this moment in time. So do you want to go first, Graham?
Yeah, I love the symbology of your NXM. Reminds me, I have to say, of a fox, wily fox. And I know that you are. Let's find your. I just want to find that image again that I saw earlier. Of there we go. Yeah. Um, half of your issues is you have to say this politely. You rely on other people to guide you. You've forgotten to guide yourself. A fox has got one heck of a nose, fantastic ears, great vision. I used to follow them when I was a child in the woods. And I learned the fox may be wily, but they're wise, they're intuitive, they protect the family. And you've got to stand up on your own feet. You know what you need to do. I'm not here going to tell you what that is. It's not my job to. My job is to show you you. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I know what makes me happy, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And your location, it's to do with work. Are you happy with the work? If you're not, move. You decide your own fate. And that's what life's about. Spirit having a human experience. And with that, love and blessing to you, and I'll pass you over to Greg.
Okay, so whilst Graham is talking, you had two cards jump out on you in XM Explores. So you have got Monkey, experience all that life has to offer, Archangel Raphael. And you've also got Cow, give with unconditional love and grace, Archangels Raphael and Mary. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is that it's time to actually really experience life, to actually allow yourself to love and be loved, to actually get out there in the world, to not hide away, to actually show yourself who you truly are, experience life to the full, start giving love, start allowing yourself to receive love, you know, start really enjoying all that life has to give you, whether that's going out in the sunshine, hearing the bird song, anything that brings you happiness and joy, they're saying you need to start experiencing life to really take it by the hand and move forward with it. To start living. Yeah, and that's all they've got to say. So who have we got next? Okay, so we have Hannah Lambert next. Let's see if I can find Hannah on here. Do, 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 do. It's like going up and down. There we go. So do you want to go first, Gemma?
Yep. Okay. Hi, Hannah. Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Came up really quick. Embrace your inner artist. So this one says, find your favorite thing in the room and draw it. Do some mindful colouring. Ask yourself, what can I create today? Make a scrapbook, write a song, or create a dance. Write a story about your life or from your imagination. And the affirmation is, I allow my inner artist to guide me and to flourish. So this is basically about anything creative. I know that, you are a creative person, so I'm sure that this card can inspire you to follow that as part of your spiritual practice, as part of your creative practice, is to maybe you've not had time for it recently as much as maybe before, whether it's doing dance or any kind of artwork that you might want to do. Just embrace your inner artist, because you can be an artist in many different ways as well. It doesn't just have to be through the typical things we associate with artist. It's just about finding the beauty in life, being able to express yourself. Yeah, putting your energy into creation, basically.
Beautiful, thank you. Graham?
Thank you for that, Jemma. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Kiss, sending love and kindness. Kiss. You are a perfectionist. Everything's got to be balanced. The way you're wording there, it's all specified. This is a beautiful mind. It's one that's yearning to be found and heard. But you have to open your mouth. You have to use your hands. As Gemma said, you have to create your space, and your energy will expand and people will feel it and be drawn to you. The way that you write in things with a heart, that's what the kiss means to me, the heart. The heart is in everything that you do. It shows your kind nature. But unless you say things from your heart as well as what you do, the writing, the artistry, the music, whatever, you can just sit there and smile to people, and that will draw them towards you because it shows compassion, empathy, care, love, understanding. And you've got an older soul. You've been around, you've watched people, you respect people. I feel there's nursing of type to do with care for other people is involved in your life cycle and your immediate family and friends. But you don't feel that you're worthy enough to do that. Well, sorry, you're wrong. You are doing it just by being yourself. Don't be ashamed of saying, I disagree. If I was ashamed for disagreeing to people, I wouldn't be here. Because my life is doing the best I can for you. You have been giving everybody a part of you, and then you've stepped back. You've hidden your creativity. Don't. The more you use, the more you learn, the better you get at it. And that is the beautiful, beautiful garden that you are producing. Thank you for being a rose in the room today. Thank you.
Beautiful. And for those that have said hello, don't forget, if you've said hello but you've not asked a reading, if you'd like a reading, then just say, "Oh, can I have a reading, please?" We love you saying hello, but if you want a reading, you do need to let us know that you'd like a reading, because we don't presume just because you say hello that you want a reading. So do let us know. So who have we got next? So we've got Mina Petkoff. Do you want to go first, Graham?
No, can you do this one for me?
I can indeed.
This, something just
Okay. So what does Mina need to... Okay. So Mina, you got 3 that jumped out. So you have got Pig, maintain self-worth and self-esteem, Archangels Mary, Gabriel and Uriel. You have got Grey Squirrel, find new ways of solving problems, Archangel Raphael. And you have got Llama, set clear boundaries and enforce them. Okay. So what the angels are saying to you, Mina, is that you really need to start building on your self-worth and your self-esteem. You're a beautiful person. I mean, looking at your picture with that smile, you're a beautiful person. So you need to actually start having more self-worth for yourself, because you are worthy of receiving and of giving. And but you need to actually set clear boundaries, and you need to stop doing so much for other people that is not for your highest good. That's where the boundaries come in, and that's where you start setting your self-worth and self-esteem, by putting those boundaries in, and stop doing everything for everyone else. You need to start taking time working on yourself, moving yourself forward. Find new ways of solving problems, of dealing with other people, with any pressures or anything that are being put on you. There are many ways of doing that. Whether that's using the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer, whether it's the setting the boundaries, whether it's taking that step back and going, actually, give me 10, whilst you actually work out what you're doing. But really, the main focus of this is, you need to put those boundaries up, and you need to set your self-worth, because you are worth so much. So start being that person. So Graham, do you want to take over?
okay then. Thank you. I just had a feeling that the cards needed to come first this time, Mina. And it's not that I didn't want to read it. It's just I have to go by my guts. And in part, with the 3 choices of cards there that picture your circumstances, it's like the body, mind, and spirit aspect. And you think each one's separate. They're not. They're joined together. There's no separation of them. We call it body, mind, and spirit for the clarification of the gifts of self, the spirit, and the soul. You have to learn to adapt all those abilities within you. You're a mature woman, you're over 21. I'm over 21, just a little bit. And I enjoy being. Oh, did you see that, everybody? You see, I can laugh about age. You can as well. But you hold yourself in check, because which part's more important? None of them are more important. Each one is equal. Remember that. Each part of you is equal. There's no one part that is more important. In fact, I'll reiterate that. The heart is more important. It guides all 3 aspects, the body, mind, and spirit. When it comes from the heart, when you speak from your heart. You see the symbol of the pig's heart? Pigs are actually very clever animals, as smart as a dog. If anyone's seen that film of the pig drowned in Sheephook, that was based on a true story, in part, but that's another story. But you see, Mina, you have these abilities to be different. Every one of us is an individual. Don't, pardon me for saying this, don't be a sheep, Be a pig. Show them that you are better than people think. Together. All those aspects of what makes you together. And thank you for coming in. And I'll leave that with love and blessing to you. And see you next time.
So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so we have Laura Overmeyer. So do you want to go first, Gemma?
Yeah. Okay, Laura. Thought one was coming out, but it popped back down. Okay, well, this one's come out again. We've got not the paint, not the pen and paper. This one.
Oh, embrace.
So I think this is now a double message for everyone to embrace their inner artist. So, like I said for Hannah, so if you want to check out what's on the back of this card, if you're watching the replay, you can skip back. So I won't repeat myself, but well, I may do if the words are coming out, but I'll see what comes out for you. So, are you scared of being your fullest self? This is the words that's coming to me. This card is about embracing your full artistic self. So whatever that means to you. I mean, you've got a picture of a heart. Is it you standing in the heart?
I think it was an ankh. Might have been an
Well,
ankh.
it was a heart in the sun.
It looked like you were standing on a what they call it, on the beach with a heart.
Yeah.
Like a drawing in the sand. So I actually wrote a song called "Written in the Sand" at some point, and it said it won't stay written in the sand. Things never turn out quite as they're planned, but there's a beauty in the change. Give it a chance to rearrange. Appreciate what's yours right now. Things will get better if you allow the waves to wash over what was written in the sand. Don't know why that song came to mind, but it did through your... Oh, now I do know, actually, because you have sand in there. But basically, the meaning is that things change. So even if you do create a piece of art, it is permanent in the sense of you can keep it for a while and, put it on your wall or whatever it is. But art is not meant to just be for the one piece that you put up on your wall forever. Art is a continual process that you can rewrite and, continue to create more and more based on where you are at the time. So don't worry about getting it wrong. Don't think, oh my gosh, this has got to be the most perfect piece of art or dance or song I've ever done or poem forever. No, it's just about letting all that go and just allow it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I hope those lyrics, well, you said that the lyrics help. So, and they mean a lot to what you're going through. So yeah, that was your message today. That's why I had to pull this card so I could think of that song.
And the other part to that is each grain of sand is a potential you. All those grains of sand are a potential you, individually or group. Everything changes by the waves. The energy that comes in wipes the heart away, leaves something else. Every motion has a meaning. It's up to you what you truly feel from your heart. I've spoken a lot through this show today. Everything from the heart has to be words of truth. And what you go through are molding you into a better person when you recognize you are an element of life. Your energy will change. Your direction will change. It'll flex. It'll go just as the ocean goes in and out. The sand will ripple. You make your own footsteps in the sand. I'm not going biblical. I'm just stating about what you're going through. When you put your feet into the sand, when it's dry, it doesn't go as deep. When you do it in the water, your feet are buried. But you lift your feet up above the wetness, the difficulty, and go back onto dry sand. You see, you have potential to walk your own path and be stronger than you realize, because your inner spirit knows you have that potential. And I know that you are going to succeed, survive, and thrive, but only when you listen to your heart, not listen to people telling you what your heart should feel, or you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Heck no. If it doesn't sit here, don't do it. If it means walking alone, walk alone because you're whole. You don't need other people to tell you how to be you. You need you to say, yeah, I can say that. No, I can't. Thank you, but no, no, thank you. You have a choice. Walk your steps in the sand and leave your own footprints. And I leave that with love and blessing, and life is getting better for you now.
Okay. And I just want to say, Laura, because I actually saw an unk when I was actually looked at that picture. I didn't actually see a heart. I actually saw an unk on there. Um, so I felt drawn to pull a card because of that unk, which obviously is Egyptian for prosperity, good luck, etc. And the card that came out was Ladybird, accept happiness and good fortune. Okay, so that's just a little bit extra there for you with regards. And if you want to look up what the ankh means to you, then just Google ankh, and whatever comes, the first thing that comes up will be the message for you. And Mina has put here.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I just wanted to say, you told me my daughter would come back to me when you read for me last time. Because you told me about your kids, she came back. We're close now. Thank you again.
I love it
Uh,
when that happens.
Brilliant.
Makes the show worth it even more.
Yeah, it
We got
certainly
another.
is.
We got another hacker.
Oh yeah, I've blocked. I've blocked them. So who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we will go. Not that we really need the picture up for this, but Malik, hello. Graham, please. Malik, I'm going to read a card for you.
Yay! You'll sing as well in a minute. Hang on, Mike.
I might not. Depends what comes out. So, what does Malik need to know for their highest good at this moment in time? What does Malik need to know? Okay, we'll go with that one. Malik, you have got horse. Care for others and let them be free. Archangels, Mary and Christelle. Okay, isn't that a beautiful card? Look, you've even got a unicorn in there. And you know how much I love my unicorns. And no, I'm not going to start singing songs about unicorns or rainbows. Anyway, so Malik, what the angels are saying to you, you know, when you love, it's the oldest saying in the book, when you love someone, you need to let them go. You can't keep things or people to you. When you love them, you have to allow them to be free to do what they need to do. But it's also with your own feelings and emotions as well. You know, you might have precious feelings or emotions or personal items to you, but you can't keep hold of them. You have to let them be free. You have to let them out to do what they need to do and go where they need to go. So they're saying, you know, stop holding on to things, start allowing things to go, to be free to move forward, both mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Just start letting things, I'm trying not to say it, let it go. Sorry, it's yeah, all right, Graham, you know it's going to come out. But let them be free, you know. Yeah. So yes, so just let things be free now, Malik. Let them go. And you'll find that you'll be a lot more focused, a lot more within yourself, a lot more able to move forward. And I'm going to let Graham now go.
I think I'll let Gemma do Malik
Okay.
today
So, Gemma.
because I think this is
Okay.
going to be very interesting.
Well, I just lifted up the cards and one was underneath. So I think that's the one. Speak from your heart.
Let it go.
So I said this, well, I was wondering if this one would come up today because it keeps being mentioned. So this is something we can all do right now. So put your hand on your heart and breathing in and out. And you can make an and an ah sound. So feeling the resonance of your voice. So you can go like this. Ah. With the focus still on your heart, ask, what do I need to say that needs to be spoken? What is the message that my heart has for me today? Allow yourself to speak whatever needs. If there's someone you need to communicate with, practice first getting clarity on what you want and then reach out and communicate your message. The affirmation is, it's safe to speak my truth. I trust my heart to deliver my words with kindness and honesty. And when we were designing this card, it actually came, so when it came to me, Brenda had done it in a green colour because that's the heart colour. But I did actually change it to the blue. And as you can see, I've got a very similar pattern right here on my necklace because blue is the throat chakra. So it's when I'm actually seeing these as well, some incense that are blue colour. So when we connect to the colour blue, it can really help us to unlock the throat chakra. That's why I wear a lot of blue in my music videos as well. And I've got lots of blue stones as well. Oh, Graham's just dropped out. That's why probably. So, get your blue crystals if you have crystals or anything. Put on some throat chakra meditation sounds and start to use your voice so you can do humming or sounding, any sound healing or things like that. Because this is all about making sure that you're speaking from your heart. So the practices that I just mentioned on the back, they're things that you can do, any blue things that you have, wearing blue crystals, things like that.
Can I just add a little bit there? Malik, the fact colour blue, for me, resonates water. And water always finds its own level. And the fact that what I heard mostly of what Jemma said, I did hear everything what Ray said, but you see, the vibration of water means it will always find its own level. You will find your own level, but you have to let it pass through. You do not hold water in. That's why when you speak, in a way, the waterfall of words. Yeah. And it's the same as me for that. The crystal affect my energy. I have to be careful what type of crystal, how long it's been in the room and all the rest of it, because it doesn't resonate at the same frequency as my room or me. So whenever you have a crystal new in your home, put it in a space not too close to you. Let it acclimatize. It normally takes about 10 days. Let it acclimatize to your energy. Then you can move it to where you want it to be, because the impact of that, your voice is your music. And you see, everybody knows that I don't sing, and everybody tries their hardest to get me to sing. But my music, as I've just said to you, is in the words. And I'll leave that with love and blessing. Thanks for coming in again.
Okay, so who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so Graham, would you like to go first with Laura?
I sure will. Hello, Laura. Welcome back. Another Brit. There's 4 Brits in this show now. I'm, believe it or not, been shown Chinese or Japanese calligraphy, which is all to do with motion of pen, symbology of heart. Because if I remember rightly, the Chinese write with the yin and yang approach to life and harmony. It's similar to the German terminology, masculine and feminine, French masculine, feminine. The words of what is written are poems of the heart. You have not written your truth yet. Can you put it there? I'm way off here because I'm looking down at what you're going through, Laura, and we've touched on this with other people that have had readings today about writing things down, putting things into words so you can view what your situation is. And the Chinese, Japanese, the Far Eastern Asian element on this, you may understand it. I never understand what I'm saying in part because my message is to give to you for you to understand yourself. And the writing, Laura, do you understand about a black and white picture synonymous with your grandparents? There's some symbols on that picture. Would you just let me know yes or no to that fact? But look into it and find out for me. There's a lot of belief issues going on as well, whether something's right, something wrong. Follow your heart, my darling. Just follow your heart and ignore other people's religion. You walk your own belief and know it is yours. I don't care what people say about me. I only care what I can give you. Black and white pictures. Have a look. You'll see the symbologies in those pictures. And I thank you and pass you over
to Jemma.
Thank you.
Yep. Is this for Laura still?
It is indeed.
It's taking a while. Okay. Truth will guide. So this is another blue card as well. So I just wanted to mention the blue crystals that I use. I think this one's aquamarine, amazonite, and this one is blue lace agate. So that's just some blue crystals that you can use. There's this one as well, which I can't remember what it's called. If anyone knows what this is called.
Amazonite.
No, I know what it's called, but it's not coming.
Is it Amazonite?
I don't know, but I've just thought of another one. There's like lapis lazuli. Yeah. It's not that, but there is that as well. Okay. So this says, allow your mind to be still and connect to your truest self. Let go of anything that does not serve your highest truth. Write this down on a piece of paper or speak it out loud. What is true? Then allow yourself to write and speak what comes. Then write and speak, what do I need to do to live my truth in this moment? And the affirmation is, I connect to my truest self and allow truth to guide. And I love this one because this lady is pointing to the North Star above. So this is your own North Star. And I'm also feeling to put this like here, like on the third eye. So connect to your third eye.
Perspective of vision, viewpoint. And only you can see yourself. No matter what anybody says about you, you only know yourself. They have to work out from you who you are.
And Keith has come into the ring with possibly a blue, a green tourmaline.
I've got it written in my book, so I can just check.
Excellent. So
but this is good because it's more stones that people can look at.
Exactly. So whilst Gemma's doing that, who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we have got, there we go, we will find Michelle. We've got Michelle next. So Graham, I'll let you go first this time.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Michelle. And I'll be here as long as I can, but the rain is really pouring down. And that means cleansing. I love the rain. And in part, this is for you, Michelle. It's allowing the energy to be cleansed. Having rainstorms and that clarifies the air, cleans the air, gets rid of the static that's around you. It's like holding you in. And you need to be grounded a little bit more, Michelle. With what's happening around you is very emotional, and I feel stressed. But unfortunately, your imagination is worse than mine. And I've got a very vivid imagination. Because I've been through so much in my life, I've been able to use those memories to aid other people. But you don't feel, oh, Gemma's gone, that's bad weather. But you don't feel that your experiences are worth talking about. Excuse me. I'm also having a lot of trapped air. It's because I'm not allowed to speak. And that is synonymous with what you're going through. You've not been allowed to be free to speak your heart. Well, Michelle, in this room, we speak from our hearts. It's not ego. It's not, hey, look, I'm going to tell you this and it's 100% accurate. It's not. We're speaking from a heart that gives you you. I hope that makes sense to you. And Ray, if you take over from now, and thanks for coming in, Michelle.
Yep. So the card that came out whilst Graham was talking, Michelle, was wow. Live as a fully conscious being. Archangels Mary and Jules.
All of the well.
Yeah, wows are absolutely brilliant. And what they're saying to you, Michelle, is that you need to really live in the moment. You really need to live now. You need to stop living in the past and the future. You actually need to really start being present now, being really conscious about who and what you are, to actually embody each day as if it's your first and your last day. You know that this is the most perfect time for you. So start doing that. You know, the light is coming all the way through the center of the wow, and that's what they're saying. You need to be fully conscious here in the moment, in the present. So please start doing that for us. And I don't know if Gemma's got a storm up there, but it's gone really miserable and dark, like we're going to get a storm here at the moment. Um, which will be interesting. So although I can just wait for Gemma to actually come back in. So who have we got next, Susie? Oh, okay. So I want you to be nice, Graham.
Keith. How did I guess?
So Graham, be nice.
I'm being nice. I'm not saying anything. Right, before I go into this, Keith, the weather is getting atrocious here, and I don't know how long it's going to happen. But if I do get cut off, I don't know if I'll get back. It is really getting bad here. But in a way, I'm glad it is, because Keith, I do let things go. And part of it, we joke around about the terminology of Ray's favourite song. And it is paramount that we do relieve that switch, that barrier that's inside us, that holds us back from our innate abilities. And I know I've mentioned this a couple of times to you, Keith, about your abilities are needing to be worked upon. And yeah, it's, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but evidently, I've got to say, some things aren't getting through. And okay, Keith, try doing some dowsing, getting out, grounding yourself and doing some dowsing, or twitching to call it in England, as well as dowsing, and practice that. Allow that energy to flow through you. And that energy needs to be free. And I'm very careful of the choice of words here, because freedom of those barriers that you've got inside you, subconsciously, they're not consciously put there, but subconsciously, because you're afraid of what your potential is. It's stronger and bigger than you realize. But by being released, released, it will actually calm down. The fact you're holding back is what's building up that pressure. By grounding yourself, by dowsing, by twitching, even pendulum work, whatever, outside, finding water or objects, whatever you wish to do, allow it to work through you and release those barriers. Because you've been saying that you're doing this spiritual, but you're thinking, not doing. And I'll leave that with love and blessing. I love you, Keith. Yeah, nice.
So Jemma.
I have actually found this is kyanite, and I feel like I want to read it out, but I also want to do the card first for Keith. Yep. But if it's okay, if we have got time to.
Oh, well, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, another double divine timing.
He let it go.
Okay, so if you want to, again, hear the back of this card, then you can go back to the beginning of this video, because I think this was the first one that I pulled, and I read out the back. But I'll just read the affirmation again. I trust the timing of my life. Everything happens when, as it is supposed to, even if I can't always see at the time. So it's interesting you use the word like waiting on. It's almost like that sense of waiting is what keeps us stuck, because we feel like, just need to wait till it happens. But divine timing is more like just trusting that everything here right now is enough, and that in the right time, the things that you need to live out your purpose will be there. But it's not about sort of waiting for something to happen in the outside world, because the timing comes from you as well. So, for example, I'll use music as an example again. Now, if I'm in a band, and I don't know, let's say I'm the conductor or something. If I just do nothing and wait for the musicians to come on, when you can start playing. It's divine timing. I'm waiting for the divine timing. And the musician's just like, we're waiting for you. Tell us what to do.
Beautiful.
Oh, this message is for me as well. Because I always do the same thing. I'm like, okay, come on, life, show me what you got. And actually, life is waiting for you as well. So it's a two-way thing. You have to participate.
Now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. So what? Tell us about this stone.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the crystal.
Oh, I just was holding clear quartz for some reason as well. So maybe that's for Keith to clear it out.
Yeah.
Listening, Keith.
Okay, so kyanite is for the throat chakra, throat and voice. It assists in speaking your truth. Its vibe is spiritual, and it's associated with the throat chakra. This high vibration spiritual crystal is known to stabilize and replenish the physical body while enhancing your connection with spirit guides and spiritual truth. Said to promote healing dreams, it also works with the throat chakra to clear any communication issues and help you speak your truth. It shows the individual the part they're playing in the course of their own life rather than simply putting things down to fate or karma. So a bit like what I just said then. It's especially effective with the throat chakra and voice, a good stone for performers. So obviously that's why I've got it. Black kyanite is a lovely grounding stone that helps you cut ties with any toxic people who are draining your energy. High vibrations connection to the spirit realm, wonderful stone for meditation. So you can also meditate to connect to your spirit guides as well. So I actually started following the guy that found this stone, as in in the shop. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure I can remember the name. That happens on Instagram. Sometimes I start following someone, and then because it sort of disappears in your thing, and then I can't remember what they're called. But if I remember what the guy's called, who actually, what do they call it? Mining crystal? I don't know what they call it.
I'm sorry, I'm
But
not very good on stones.
But as in I started following the person that actually got it from the ground, because I was asking, Airy Fairy, which is where I got it from, about ethical sourcing, and then she started talking about these crystals, and actually told me about, um, Lemurian, quartz as well. So I actually got 2 crystals, new crystals, which was kyanite and Lemurian, from just asking this question, because she said, "Well, I can show you the guy that does it," you know? So that was helpful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. So who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we've got Jackie Daniels. So I'll go first with Jackie. So what does Jackie need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? What does Jackie need to know for a highest good at this moment? Oh, okay.
Oh,
So you've got 2 jump out for you, Jackie. You have got Bear, use power with wisdom, Archangels Uriel and Jophiel. And Rabbit, recognize your significance, Archangel Gabriel. And we've got another unicorn and a rainbow. I'm so happy. So, what the angels are saying to you, Jackie, is that it's time to recognize that you are here to be of work, to be of service to others, to actually stand in your truth and actually send your light out. Um, so it's time for you to recognize that you have the ability to do this, but also you need to remember that with this ability has to come wisdom, the wisdom of when to use it and when not to use it, the words you use, the actions you do. They're all part of the spirit of the spiritual journey, and sometimes you'll see me sort of like really slowly, because I'm always aware of the words that I'm using for people. So it's really important that with these gifts, this information, this knowledge that you have, that you use them wisely for the highest good of all and for yourself. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
can you hold up the first card again for me, please, Ray?
Yeah.
And if you notice, Jackie, the way the heart is illuminated from behind, and it suddenly appears from in the front. Thank you, Ray. The bear is, well, I live in Florida. We have black bears wandering around and leaving little parcels for us. They sneak up on you. But they are creatures of habit. They are maternal, protective, powerful, gentle. You have all these things that are going for you, your abilities, and yet you look at it and think, "Hang on a minute, is that me? Is that right? Oh, how do you know this? You use it. You are it. You are more than capable of doing what you truly feel you should be doing." And if you look at the way your eyes are to the picture, it's almost like, yeah, okay, yeah, I might believe it, but I believe in you because I know you, not personally, but from your energy. I know you can do more than you realize, and you've got to learn to trust yourself. Be that bear, get in there and say, "I'm going to do what makes me happy," and you ain't going to argue because I'm too damn strong. And what was the other bear? The other
And the
card?
other card was Rabbit.
The rabbit with the unicorn. And again, it's coming from the outside into the heart. It's what you're allowing in, and you question it. Think about it. You're questioning what's affecting.
You saw it, you're still here. You did blip.
Oh, I can't see anything. My camera's yeah.
You're still here.
Oh, good. Can you put a picture of the back up again? Because
Yep, I can do. If I can find her again. Oh no, she did a message at the bottom, didn't she? So I can find her quite easily.
Thank you. Because I disconnected there, it helps me reorientate about the outside coming in and trusting your own abilities. Similar to the bear, when you work them together with the unicorn the light is at the end of the unicorn horn. That is because it doesn't belong only within. It has to be shared. It has to be given out. There's no doubt allowed because you can't exist with doubt. You see, I know you're stronger. I know you've got the bear within you. You've got the unicorn within you. You've got the rabbit within you. You've got a lot of other gifts as well. But Jackie, stop hiding yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. Life's not about second guessing. It's the good and the bad in your life mold you to what you wish to be. You have a choice in being yourself. And as I say, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I've been involved in 3 major car accidents. And all the things that happened to me didn't hold me back. I could be miserable from all the things. I lost my best friends. They died in my place. I'm ex-serviceman. All these things, I could be miserable. I could be, oh, but why me? Why me? Why not? I survived for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to enjoy it the best I can by giving you the benefit of my experiences. Spirit worked through me to give you this message, Jackie. You are stronger. You are whole. And I'll leave that with love and blessing.
Beautiful. And who have we got next, Susie? Okay. Jemma, do you want to go first with Leah Shepherd?
Yep. Hi, Leah. Okay. So we've got pink energy for the first time tonight. So you are loved. Put your hand on your heart and breathe in the love. Think of someone who loves you and internally or externally thank them. Feel the love surrounding you in every moment. Think of a time when you felt unlovable and send that part of you lots of love and appreciation. Let them know how much you love them and how much they are needed. And the affirmation is, I am surrounded by love. I am lovable.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Graham?
Thank you, Gemma. Hey, I know this sounds daft, and I totally agree it sounds daft. But why haven't you gone for what was that talent show? Britain's Got Talent? Because I can see this lady on a stage. I don't know whether it's singing, acting, comedian, or whatever, but she's in front of a lot of people, and I just think she's radiated. The energy I'm picking up from you, Lee, is beautiful. And there's not many people that really hit me, but as soon as I saw your picture, I just saw you on the stage. I thought, hey, wow, go for it, girl. And what was the card?
You are loved.
Yeah, but you are love as well as you are loved. You are more than you know. You have the heart, you have the passion, the empathy, the care, all the rest of the terminology. It's just, but why me? You've survived a lot. You've been through a lot. But I see you on that stage helping other people. It's almost like, what do they call those readers, that motivational reader? Because I'm not saying bad things have happened to you, but you've gone through a lot of turmoil in your life. And yeah, it's when you were a lot younger, you had all that trauma. That was not me. What was that? There was a funny noise just then.
Sorry, I put the card down.
You
Sorry.
see, No, it's okay. You see, I react the way I do because I listen to my heart, my guts. And you, believe it or not, you don't lack confidence. It's lacking self-esteem. You've been put down. Well, guess what? You've been down long enough. You've learnt. You've spread yourself out. You've got a hell of a firm foundation now. You're not in one little spot. You're spread out. So what makes that a great base to build yourself back up again? Because you, my friend, are a star. Okay? And contact Jemma about music if that's what you want to do. Or contact Ray about reading angel cards. And contact me. Contact anybody you like that can help you be you. Because I know you can do it. You've already done it. I see you on the stage. Oh, love you. Bye for now.
Beautiful. Thank you. So who have we got next, Susie? Okay. So Carolyn, I'll go first for you this time. So what does Carolyn need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you have got cow. Give with unconditional love and grace. Archangels Raphael and Mary. So what they're saying to you, Caroline, is that you need to start giving out that unconditional love, but you need to be doing it with grace. It's quite easy to give unconditional love out to everyone, but we don't need to expect it always to come back to us. When we give unconditional love, it means that if it doesn't come back to us, it doesn't matter. Because that's not the way the universe works. It's always what we give. It's always what we give out, not what we receive back from others. And another card that came out afterwards was Kingfisher. Be patient and focus. Archangel Bokpi. So, what they're also saying is you need to be patient at the moment, and you need to be more focused. So start being that individual. Stop getting frustrated about not receiving the love back that you've been putting out. Just be patient. It will come back to you when the time is right, but just keep giving it, because it doesn't matter whether it comes back or not. The universe responds when you give. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you, Ray. Carolyn, this morning I was watching on my Facebook the different reels, REELS, and on it was a cow. And this cow loved this lady that rescued it. And it was as soft as down cart grease. It was laying on the floor with her head on her lap, and almost you can imagine it purring, for want of a better phrase. This cow was so beautiful, but it had more potential than people realize. Cows don't like to be used, but they are created to help mankind, as that's the story goes. But you, Carolyn, are created to be a better you. And as soon as I saw your picture, I instantly thought of Dame Judi Dench. Can you see the similarity? And I was watching Graham Norton show with Dame Judi Dench. And as much as she's an austere, beautiful actress, she has a quirky sense of humor. And I can see that in you. Your laughter needs to be let out more because you've got so much hidden talent. This must be a talent show. You know that, ladies? It must be a talent show.
Of course, because me and Gemma are on here.
Ta-da!
Did you see what I've got to put with Carolyn? You see the rose between two thorns this time. This is. But you see, I can laugh about my circumstance between two fantastic ladies, and I see you, Carolyn, as equal to those ladies. You see, I never put you or anybody lower than me. There's everybody level with me. I don't put anybody above me. There's only spirit above me because I want to be the conduit to help connect you. And if everybody's on the same level, there's no difference. 1 second, I've got to turn this off. That's a bad weather warning. So the whole point of what we're here today is to show you, Carolyn, that you are better than you realize. And the seriousness of you on the outside hides that laughter on the inside. When that cow was laying on that lady's lap, first thing you say, what the heck's that cow doing? And then you could see it actually enjoying somebody treating it as a whole being. You've got to enjoy yourself as a whole being, Carolyn, because you hide away. Everybody thinks you're this, and I know you're not. You're something better. That's my point. And I want to give that with love and blessing to you. And thanks for coming in. And sorry about the noises of the storm warning. That's the first time that's happened in a long
Bear in
time.
mind, you've actually had the storm already.
No, that means another one's coming. I turned it off before the show.
Okay. So who do we have next, Susie? We've actually got Jane next. So the Reiki Angel. So Jemma, do you want to go first?
Lovely name. The Reiki Angel.
She's holding that moon up. The sun one moon.
Okay. You've got create space. Take a moment to clear your mind of any clutter thoughts that may no longer serve. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful or unhelpful? Look around your physical space. Are there any items you no longer need or want? If so, dedicate some time to give those things away, sell, or recycle. Devote some time to tidy and clean up your surfaces. Also, reorganize and clear space on your devices. Affirmation is, it's safe to release what's no longer needed. I welcome the new.
Beautiful. Thank
Let
you.
it go.
Let it go. And as to an earlier thing, it's not my favourite song in the world. I just love singing it because it annoys Graham.
It doesn't annoy me. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, whatever, the way you talk about it. Anyway, what have you got for Jane?
Thank you for that, Jim. That was lovely. Hello, Reiki Angel. I think your arm must be getting tired holding that up all the time. How long have you been holding that up? It's a heavy thing, you know. But I love the symbology of it. Reiki, hold your card up again, Gemma, please.
It's got some boxes.
What's it? Create space.
Space. So it's about...
It's in reverse. On.
Oh, yeah, I can't really change it.
Create space. And I know I told you a long time about being outside and in nature and all the rest of it, but it's one of your rooms. You want to do studies or okay, your artistic space. It's like a room that you want to do something in for you. Well, what's your hold up? Why are you needing other people to allow you to do what you know you must do for you? Changing track 180 degrees here. I'm getting spirit coming through of a little boy that was around when you were younger, and you knew him as to do with hospitals. He had an illness for a while and he did pass over, and you never understood. But because of your kindness to this child, and I know it's towards you, I'm getting this for Reiki, but it's to do with your family as well. So you'll have to share this information with your family. This spirit is just saying, you should have gone nursing. The way you made me feel comfortable, loved, not alone. shows your compassion and your empathy. And I've used those words a lot today. It just seems a theme: art and compassion, empathy, love, care. And Ricky, this room that you need to clean out, rebuild the way you want it to help you develop, is in part to do with this young boy that you knew as a child who passed over. Said you have more empathy and nursing and loving. I'm not saying medical, I'm just saying spiritual upliftment, but a soul that was in need of help, and you gave that even as a child, and you've held that back in. And the Reiki aspect of it, you know what that means, an angel. Put them both together. That's you. That is you. And this young man is saying, thank you for being there for him, all of you. And I'll leave that with love and blessing.
And the beauty is, I know Jane. In fact, she was one of the facilitators on the summer solstice retreat we were doing yesterday.
Who's Jane?
Jane, the Reiki angel.
Oh, thank you.
And
no.
So yes, so I know Jane. Yes.
Oh, that's our strange lady on the pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That explains a lot, Jane.
And in fact, I think that picture was taken at the little horse yard. I think we were doing an event down there. And when she took that picture. So the next person we've got is Amelia. So I am actually going to pass Amelia over to you, Graham, and then to Jemma.
Okay. Hi, Amelia. I love the name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that latter part because I'll probably get it wrong. Because Amelia.
Le Capitan.
Oh, yeah, you could say it that way, couldn't you? Amelia, with your heart, situation, emotion, love, take a step back and know yourself to be free. Très bien. Yeah, I understand French, but I can't speak very much of it. I used to. But there's a lot of heart, emotional things going on that you need to take a step back from. Well, my mum wants to come in. Oops. Oh, that's unusual. Everybody, Amelia, this is my mother's emblem, the totem of an elephant. And I always have it facing my heart. But as I started to read and I touched it, I looked down, it was in reverse. So I'm right, it's something to do with your heart. Emotionally, you need to question and take that step back and say, this is right for me, this is wrong for me. Close your eyes, put a piece of paper of the situation written on it, and close your eyes and say, is this right for me? Either you'll go back, I know, either you'll go back, says no, go forward means yes. If you don't move, even just the slightest bit, it's the wrong question. Trust yourself. I do that a lot when I'm buying things that are spiritual, quartz and stuff like that. I'm no good on the names of quartz. Whatever it is that catches my eye that I need, I will pick it up if it's right for me. Amelia, you have to do the same with your heart. And your mum always told you, follow your heart, but do it from your heart, not your head. You can't think. You have to feel, trust yourself, then say what you truly feel. Because you've been having to change for other people, which is not you. And you're going down the path that doesn't make you feel, Amelia. This, okay, Amelia, yeah, okay. But do this for me. Do that for me. No. It's not that you're being abused or anything like that. It's just that you're following other people's opinions. I would love to see some of the work you do, because I know it's very graphic and it's very enlightening, but you've been holding it back all this time. You sit in the corner and you do all those things together. It's me, myself, and I. Nobody else sees it. Well, I mean, I see you, I feel you, I know that you are better, I know that you're getting stronger. But by coming in the room today, You've been shown there's no door to go through. There's no wall in your way. It's gone. You are free. Top, bottom, front, back, inside. Free. But trust yourself. And I'll pass you over to the ladies. Remember.
Yep, so Jemma.
Okay. So, Amelia.
It happened.
You just said free. Be free and move.
Oh.
So this is actually me. Brenda,
I fall over if I did that.
took a picture of me in a, my friend had took a picture of me in a yoga studio and doing this pose because I'm a dancer as well as a singer. And then Brenda used that photo and then put it into a silhouette. So this card says, shake it out, shake each part of your body, starting with the hands and feet and ending with the whole body. So just shake it out. Do a fun dance. Everyone can do this as well. Skip.
Hey, Graham did.
Do yoga. Swim.
Oh, there we go again.
Or run. And the affirmation is, I release anything that holds me back. I move through life freely. So, wow, you were practicing this pose a few days ago. That's amazing. So do this pose. Do your yoga. Let it go. Be free. Move your body. Allow the energy to shake off. It's not that serious. Is the it's not serious. We just have to allow our bodies to shake it out. That's how we release trauma. That's how animals release trauma, is they shake it off. But we're sort of taught to hold it in. But actually, we just need to shake it off. Shake it out.
If I did that, I'd fall over. I would.
You don't have to do that specific pose, but Amelia can. Amelia did it the other day, so.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amelia.
Exactly. Thank you, Amelia, for tuning in. And do follow Jemma. Her details will be, we'll be putting her details in the comments at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's definitely worth following. So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so we have Jenny Ross next. If I can find Jenny on here. So she's going to be after that. It's the problem with the trolls. It's kind of like they take everything out of sync and you have to move down to try and find there. Oh, just gone past her. Okay, I'll go first with you, Jenny. So let's see. So what does Jenny need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Oh, okay. So Jenny, you have got Hedgehog. Be a magnet for light, love and joy. Archangel Gabriel. Isn't that a gorgeous card? We love hedgehogs. So what the angels are saying for you, Jenny, is that, you really need to be that magnet. It feels like you already are, but you really need to believe it. No, actually, you need to know that you are a magnet for that light, love, and joy, and that you can inspire and uplift so many other people just by being you and being in that joyful, loving, light state. So what they're saying is, yes, sometimes life can be hard, but whenever you can, just try and change that around and just feel yourself being filled up with light, love, and joy, and allow that to expand from you. Because when you do, on there you've got all these little bubbles and colors and everything coming through, and you'll bring color into so many people's lives by doing that. So if you're not already doing it, start doing it. Be that love, light, and joy to allow other people to have their light, love, and joy. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thanks, Ray. When I was looking at that card of the hedgehog, one of my friends is a medium in a place not too far from me, and he always has spirit orbs all the way around him when he does his classes, tutoring, and all this. And when I saw the hedgehog and I saw all those orbs, it reminded me so much of spirit around you, Jenny. And the image I'm seeing, to me, looks of a young child looking at his mother. That's what I feel. And you are being loved in so many different ways. But you think, why me? Well, let me ask you a better one. Why not you? You are the epitome of giving love to others. Can you hold that card up again, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, it's always prevalent in the cards. The heart shines. Everybody's attracted to that moment, that heart, that you. That's the real you. And you underestimate your self-worth. And as I say, to me, I may be wrong, but my interpretation of that is a young boy looking at a parent. And there's so much love being given to you from those around you, your loved ones, your siblings, your family, and your friends. They see you better, being a better person than you see yourself. Well, look in the mirror and know that the person in front of you is you. That's what people see, is you. You have so much that you're giving out, you've forgotten why. Well, it's because of love. And I want to thank you for coming in the room. And Jenny, your name is very familiar to me from somebody I know living in Scotland. Her name's Jenny Ross as well. I don't know if it's the same person. I honestly don't. But she was best friends to my parents when I was a child. Her parents were like brothers and sisters to my mum and dad, but they weren't. They were just so close friends. And their daughter was Jenny. And I grew up with Jenny. And she reminded me of what love should be. And that's freely given, unconditional. You can love somebody so much, you will allow them to walk away freely. That is so empowering when you know you love somebody so much, you can let them go. That takes a lot of inner strength, it's a lot of compassion and knowing of self. You have that within you. And that child looking at you through that picture, my interpretation is thank you for being the loving person that you are. But love yourself first. And I'll leave that.
Susie, how many more have we got on the list? Okay, so we've got 2 people on the list. So they're going to be the last 2 that we're going to do. So who's the first one? Okay, so we've got Shy Moore. Do you want to go first, Graham?
Thank you. Hi, Shy. Welcome. Oh, you've got a lot of questions. I can see question. Can you write them all down, look at them, and give your own answers? I'd love to say A, B, C, D, all the way down to Z, or Z as they say in England, and then you go 1 to 1,000. Your questions will never stop coming, but you've got to ask yourself this: why do I need to know from other people the answer? You are born with a brain and a heart, and you know how to use them, but you don't know how to use your voice. When you speak your answers, you don't need other people to answer for you, because you have all the knowledge you were created for and with. And I just love what your energy is sharing to mine. I just feel so empowered by your energy. And I'm not just saying that because, it looks good on a video. To heck with that. I love your energy because I see the potential in you. And next time you put a picture up, that's a beautiful picture, but I want to see a smile on the next picture because that's the real you. somebody caught you. I know you're using a selfie doing that one, but show that real smile. That's what captivates people to you. You're in control better when you smile. Think about the power of what a smile from the eyes as well as face. It's got to come from your soul, which your eyes are the windows of. When you trust your inner self and know that you are beautiful, loved, and caring, and you smile to somebody else from that position, it impacts them to change and want to help you. Think about it. And I'll leave it to the ladies.
Jemma?
That one.
Okay, Shy. Come out again. Put pen to paper. 3 times the charm.
I've not seen that one for 5 minutes.
Shy, yeah, if you go back on the video to when I first pulled this out, I read all of the back notes. I'll just read the affirmation. I trust my intuitive writings and allow my pen to guide. So this is a bit like Graham's message for you as well. It's that you have all the messages inside of you. You have an intuitive being, a soul inside of you that knows the answers to your questions. So when you write things down or type them out or however you do them or record them, you could even record yourself speaking in a phone. When you allow that expression to come out, then you can start to heal or you can start to give more to other people in your life. So by expressing yourself, start to understand your feelings, start to understand what's going on in your own mind, then you can start to have messages come through. It might be go this place, go talk to this person. It might be paint, draw. But you'll get those little intuitive messages as you start to write or you start to speak. It's like something comes through. It's allow it to come through, like the water thing. So it's very much in the theme of what we've been speaking about tonight. You know, I see that you've got so many gifts and things that you can share with people. It's allowing it to come out and come through. Does that make sense?
Beautiful. Thank you, Jemma. So who's the last person we've got, Susie? So last person is Michelle. Graham, do you want to go first?
Oh, I love it. Oh, oh, Michelle. Oh, I was talking to my friend about my spirit guides, and one of them's a hamster called Rincewind. And he saved my life in more ways than I can shake a stick at. Because I was going through a lot of turmoil in my life at the time when I had Rincewind, a rescue hamster. But this in part, Michelle, is synonymous for you as well. The fact that the picture just reminded me of Rincewind when I was talking about him to my friend who's a gifted medium. And we get help from the strangest of situations. It doesn't have to be a person. Oh, you shouldn't use that last word on that poor, beautiful guinea pig. You know, he's better than that. But, oh, you've got me laughing now, that's it. But the whole point of this is the guides that are trying to get through to you don't have to come in a person form or angelic form. It's what makes you smile from your heart. What is around you? Even a flower. Look, watching ants protecting their nest and birds flying. Whatever it is, look at it and say, thank you. take the time to follow them. Maybe just take a moment to sit, but to take time to look at things around you to find the beauty of it, because you have the need to not isolate yourself from people, but isolate yourself from a situation at the moment that needs to be cleansed. You understand that more than I do, because I'm just speaking from my guides. And the other thing I want to be told, no, I don't want to be told. Okay. Michelle, you've been listening to Spirit, but you've not been opening your mouth to talk back to them. They're saying, when you feel that somebody's around you, speak to them. Because if I knew you and we had a good friendship and we talk all the time, but I came to your house and sat in a chair opposite you and never said a word, what would you say? What would you say to me, even though you know you can talk to me? I come in your room and sit down and you don't say a word. What would you think and say? What's up? Why aren't you talking to me? The guides that come round you, the spirit loved ones, all the circumstances, you've got to say, hello, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to share with me? What are you trying to give me? What are you trying to teach me? Talk to them. But unlike that person you mentioned, they speak the truth. And Rincewind saved my life by just being himself. He made me feel that I had responsibility for somebody I cared about, a hamster. I'd gone through a second divorce at that time and I was living in a bedsit. And I was not feeling very proud of myself. I felt a failure. But looking after Rincewind pulled me out of that. He lived for 5 years. Most hamsters live only for 3. The vet gave me the hamster, and every year I took him back. And one time he got high on dope. Somebody was smoking in a flat below me. I didn't know the fireplace I had the cage next to. When I was at work at night, I came back and found him hanging from the top of the cage, passed out. I took him to the vet. He called the police thinking I was doping my hamster up. And when the vet found out I was working with the drug squad and I don't like drugs at all, we caught drug smugglers in the flat below. All because of Rincewind. Passed out hanging off highest point of his 3-tier cage. It was hilarious when we found out he was okay. He was just in a coma. But this is what animals do. This is what spirit do. They help you find yourself and your inner strength and find your self-worth. And I'll leave that with love and blessing. I hope it makes sense. But who's going to do the last part?
Okay. Well, the card that came out whilst you were talking was Dolphin. Live joyfully in the present, Archangel Jules. And obviously from the comments that Michelle was making, it's kind of like what the I just want to try and get that message up that she put on there. There you go. She watches me all the time. She's funny. So what the angels are saying to you, you're doing this already. Live joyfully in the present. Be happy. Be love. Be joy. Be with other people. You've got your guinea pigs and your rabbit. So you've got the animals around you, but also you need to have people around you as well. And you need to be living joyfully in the present. You need to be very present in life and just have fun, laugh. And again, when you're doing that, that's why spirit are being drawn to you, why they want to communicate, because you have that joyful, playful nature. And as Graham said, you need to be talking to them because they're being drawn to you. So start talking to them, share the happiness, the joy with them and allow them to share their happiness and joy with you. And I hope that makes sense to you. What was that, Graham?
It's even better with kids around. She's got 2 children.
Oh, okay. Didn't see that one. Oh, excellent. So there you go. You see, lots of joy and fun. around. So living that joyful, fun time at the moment. So I think that's everyone for today. When it's perfect timing, um, that we finished,
As Keith
and
would say, as Keith would say,
as Keith
it's
would say,
perfect
yes,
moment.
perfect. We didn't need to let anything go. Let it go. Let it go. Anyway,
I
uh,
think Andy has asked, is it too late to
Yeah, you're too late
yeah.
this time, Andy.
it is unfortunately Andy. Um, uh,
If you watch the replay, then I'm sure there's gonna be stuff for you there.
yeah,
And
exactly.
every message is
Yeah,
for everyone, really. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then that is, every single message that we've done, that Graham's done, that Gemma's done, every single message can resonate with every single person on there. So if you didn't get a reading, yes, just go back and look through and see which one resonates with you the most, with what's going on in your life at the moment. So I want to say thank you to Susie, who you can't see.
Yeah,
Um,
she hides in the back. You got to watch her.
thank you, Susie.
Thanks,
she
Susie.
she
Wonderful
she,
job, girl.
she does. So I'm not going to put her. Ah, that's okay. Yeah,
That's
that's
the one.
fine. Thank you for asking, Andy. Yes. So yeah, we thank Susie, and thank you so much, Gemma, for agreeing to come on the show and being our
Thank
guest.
you
It's been
both
an
of you.
absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
You are a hell of a card reader.
Oh, thank you
Even
so
the
much.
fact not just one card comes out, two cards come out. You'll progress to three, sometimes four. Won't she, Ray?
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Totally.
like it is a bigger deck than just a few cards. It's just the same ones kept coming out, so it
This
just
will
must
happen all
be
the time, girl.
yeah.
Yeah, quite often we get the same during a
Mm,
show. We get the same cards coming out because that is really the constant message for everyone
exactly. Yeah.
um, that's being here. So thank you so much, and we'll definitely have you back on the show in the
Thank
future.
you.
If you can
Um,
handle us,
I feel today. I always feel like I want to apologize that if I wasn't as present as I could be because I'm very
no,
tired today. I'm just like, oh, but
l-
I've really enjoyed
let
being
me help
here.
you on that, Gemma. The fact that you're tired stops you being thinking, and you're
Okay.
more receptive to spirit, to your
Okay.
guides and your card. I
Good.
am always tired when I do this. I tend no, I do it on purpose because I don't want to be present as Graham.
Oh, okay. I get
I
you.
allow spirit
You
to
want
work.
to allow the
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm tired. I don't care. I'm just going to say it anyway. If you're wide awake and alert, that blocks the intuitiveness. Wide awake and alert, I said. Did you see that? She's got more guts than I have to put that back in there.
I just wanted to say thank you anyway to
We
everyone
love
that's
having you,
been
Carl.
here, and thank you.
it's been brilliant,
So,
and I will put Gemma's details in the comments.
yeah.
If you want to find out more about her deck of cards, she does sell them.
Yeah.
She's also a brilliant musician.
Thank you,
Do check out
Frozen.
her videos and music on YouTube. They are absolutely, and she writes from the heart. They're really spiritual, uplifting songs. So do check out Gemma and listen to her because they are brilliant songs.
When's the next show?
When's the next
Well,
show? We
I need to book in.
Yeah,
I need to start.
Oh,
she's got to go.
she's got to
She's got
go,
to book in. She's got to
got
book
to
in.
go, got to go.
Yeah.
We will set a date for our show and we will let you know when we're next going to be going live. It may just be me and Graham. We may have a guest. Who knows
Yeah.
who's going to be? It's in the heavens, in the universe.
And if you
Um,
want to contact us, our details are there on
they
the
are
bottom of the
indeed,
screen.
and I will put them in the comments as well. And Gemma might be coming back in. She
I think
might
she's got
not.
to do something because we are after 2 o'clock, after 4 o'clock.
Oh no,
No,
she no, literally the show. She was looking at something and the show cut out.
okay.
And I think she's looking at the dates for when she's next going to um, be going. There you go. You dropped out on us, Gemma. So there you go. You're back in. And
Hey,
so
Sorry,
you
I'll just say back. No, I was just going to say I'll let you know when my next show is. I do have a show in person at Sharrow Festival on not the Saturday after, and then I will let you know when the next
Online.
online one is, because I need to book it in. So that's what I was saying. I'm going to book that in, so I'll let you know, and then you can share it with everyone, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
And
people
then,
can
and
come
then
and hear
everyone,
me sing.
you can actually watch Gemma
Yeah.
live online. Graham and I tuned in last time, and it was
Yeah,
absolutely
we had fun.
amazing.
Oh.
We'll try and get the right month this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, on that note, thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Graham. And we'll see you all again soon. Have a wonderful rest of the month.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
I'm staying here.